Hey guys, welcome back. So a new month means a new Patreon series. Let's see who the winner was of our closest vote yet. That's right. This month we're playing This War of Mine, which, conveniently, they just had the Little Ones expansion, which I would not be at all surprised to find out is probably why there was suddenly a spike of interest in me playing this game this particular month. It was a very, very close race. We had the initial vote that with the full list of nominations, and This War of Mine actually tied with Overwatch. So I had to do a second sudden death round where even then the vote was as close as it got. And I don't know what was in particular, but that 24-hour sudden death vote had the highest voter participation of any vote I've ever done so far. So people were excited, I guess, or motivated. Motivated's the right word, I suppose. So I've never played This War of Mine. The most that I know about it is that it's some sort of side-scroller with survival elements. It's supposed to take place in a country that is currently under siege or in the middle of war, where like the actual city itself is basically has lost all order and people are trying to survive in it. And instead of being a soldier, like you are in most games, you get to play a civilian that's in a war-torn nation. And that recontextualizes everything. And so it's supposed to be a game about moral dilemmas and resource management and trying to keep your characters alive, but at what cost and all that stuff. And that's about all I know. I'm looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to playing this game for a while, actually. The starting game option is just called Survive, by the way. How long has this siege lasted? It's hard to say when every day is a struggle for survival. The city is crawling with snipers. Shelling is ordinary business almost every night. Phones don't work. There's a shortage of food and meds. And many people are left homeless. Bruno and Marco have always been good friends. So when the war broke out, they decided to stick together. They met Pavel while scavenging for supplies. He used to be Pogorin's star football player. Now, he's just another homeless victim of war. So they teamed up, hoping for the best. And so we've got 3 people, and that's it. Do I pause it? Alright, you can pause it. It's 71 degrees right now. Time is passing already. We have Pavel the fast runner, Bruno the good cook, and Marco the skilled scavenger. There we go. What do we have around us? I don't know if the game's really going to do much to introduce me, but half an hour's already happened, so I better get busy, huh? I should probably look around, right? Let's have our scavenger walk around. So no WASD controls, you physically walk around by clicking. What's this over here? Oh, it's debris. That takes time. Okay. If we're going to clear debris, we might as well have a few different characters take part in that kind of behavior. Here we go. So that's not much of an intro, you just sort of get started, don't you? Oh, that's a chair to sit in. We don't want him to be a lazy guy, do we? Our things. Some thoughts. Our shelter is one depressingly ugly ruin. We should do something about it. We only have 1 chair. We lack beds. We have to sleep on the floor. It's hard to get a good night's sleep on hard, cold concrete. And the condition of those who are sick or wounded may drastically worsen. We don't have a radio. We don't know what's going on in the city. We really miss books. A good book would help us forget the horrors of war. Staying here is slightly better than living in the streets. We lack cigarettes. We have breaches in the walls, our shelter's not safe, and we have to constantly be on guard. So this is like context for what kind of goals I could potentially have then. So beds would help us rest. Repairing the house would make us safer in here. Cigarettes and books would improve morale. Radio could actually help us have news to maybe even to warn us about bad things that might come. And then, of course, meds would be how we would help us survive if something goes wrong and someone's in trouble. Let's keep looking around here. What is this up here? Yeah, they have to go for a while to clear debris, don't they? Hopefully we don't get attacked now, because I don't think we have much on us. What do we have? We searched, we found some basic items. What are these? Herbs. They can be used to make medical medications and roll up cigarettes. Components. Various components needed to make just about anything. Nails, duct tape, plastic containers, scrap, things like that. So components are just a vague concept in this game. Wood. I know what wood is. Can be used for stoves. Yep, heaters. Alright, we got a few things then. Let's keep looking around. We should try to clear out and scavenge our area. Figure out what's inside our house before we figure out what we need to find that's outside of it. Parts. Mechanical parts used for building and fixing complex devices. So the game seems to be currency-based. You pick up objects instead of being really specific about what they are. It's just like, you have this many herbs and this many parts. Electric parts. Yep, just advanced improvements. There we go. Let's keep covering some ground. Oh, right, he's a runner, so he can cover some ground just by sprinting a bit. He's slightly sick. Yay. He's a good cook. Oh. We just finished searching, so we got 4 more herbs. Parts. Alright, good. It's all good news. How are you guys feeling? You're slightly wounded. Oh. Marco's slightly wounded. Pavel's slightly sick. Is this a broken door? Can he hurt himself opening that? No, he made his way through. Oh, and it opens. So it must have been boarded up or something. I wonder if I'm in more danger for clearing that. I mean, it's our own shelter. We should figure out what's in here. If I was going to defend myself, I'd probably try to use the basement, because they probably can't walk in anywhere besides the stairs. Lockpick. Components. Clean water. Nice. Need to prepare a good meal or make alcohol. And then everything else is wood and stuff. Good news. You find anything here? Well, who is this? Marco. Oh! We just found more parts of both kinds. Alright, Marco, can I click on your... Oh, there's a bio. I thought I'd been through hell before. I'm a fireman. I've entered blazing buildings to save lives more than I care to remember, but back then I had people teamed up against a common foe, namely the fire. Nowadays, your former neighbor can kill you because your grandparents spoke a different language than his. This is true hell on earth. Drag for more? Drag where? It just says drag for more. Oh, that must mean if there's so much text it doesn't fit that I could drag for more. What's down there? Oh, we need a lockpick for that. You found a lockpick, so let's have you check that out then. Alright, you guys cleared your debris. Good job. Dare I go outside a little bit? Check out the treehouse in our own backyard, or am I gonna die out there? Who else do we have? Oh, so when you're not controlling them, they'll go off to go sit in a chair to rest, presumably. We found components, clean water, food, electric parts. That's good. I should probably find a place to unload these objects, because I'm just sort of stacking up a bunch of stuff on one character. We got a treehouse. That seems like it's probably not the most defensible location in the world, but it exists. Ooh. Hey, we found books. A good book is uplifting. The more we have, the better. If times are hard, we can make them into fuel for our heater or stove. Good old book burning, that's good for morale. Oh, what'd we get? Basic items, parts, yeah. Nothing special, just more of things. Good to have them on our characters and not in weird, obscure locations. I'll have to look into where I choose to store things. I guess so, double-clicking is sprint. What is this? Let's find out what this plus sign means. Might be upgrading. This seems to be how you would work on something. Improved workshop. Oh, you can make the improvement. It would take 1 hour. It would require seems like I have all the things it has. 5 mechanical parts, 7 wood, 14 components. Enables the manufacture of more sophisticated items and appliances, providing us with more options to get food or meds, and trade goods. We could update it further to make electrical improvements. I will say one slightly disorienting thing in this game is when you're trying to control multiple characters, they keep interrupting each other with all the different actions. A lot of the actions don't actually take very long, so it makes micro a little weird. I'm not going to improve the workshop yet, just because I might need to... I might be able to make stuff around here. So I have enough to make a radio. That seems handy. But also, can I get like something to store things in? A heater would be good, but I think it's relatively 71 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not bad. We're not likely to die from exposure right now, unless the seasons change more. A filter. Purify rainwater or distill alcohol. That's interesting. There are handy things here, and then this is for making fuel. A metal workshop allows us to make tools such as shovels for clearing rubble, crowbar for breaking doors, and knives for self-defense. Later we could use it to build more advanced tools or even repair firearms. That would be good too. Moonshine still, just for getting buzzed basically at that point. A stove. I mean, you want to be able to eat, so it's probably a good start. I'll probably start with a stove. I can't make 3 beds. Let's start with a radio and a stove, I think. That's a good idea, I think. Drag to place on empty destination. The radio? Oh, you choose exactly where to put it. Surely I can move it over time, right? Let's see. The first thing I'm noticing is that there's an underground area here. I don't trust the above ground parts of the building that much because if enemies come in, they're going to come in through the side doors. I feel like I'd prefer to have our safe place be in the basement floor, so I think the radio being down here probably makes sense. Maybe place it off here in the corner, where it's a little harder to steal if someone comes in. Most of my discussion of mechanics is mostly hypothetical, because I don't necessarily know how things work yet. We'll figure that out as we go. I don't think we have any food to store in the fridge right now, and that's a stove. Got some rubble down here. Can you help clear that? Let's keep going upstairs, I think. Don't want to go outside yet. We might start boarding stuff up at some point, but other than that, I think I want to continue... see about going upstairs. Oh, nice! He found a hole in the floor and just jumped straight up it. All the more reason not to maybe not put my stuff up there is that the fact that there's those kinds of openings that could create problems for us. I need something to open this lock. Oh, go ahead and clear that one then. Are you done creating your radio? Tuning. There's some sounds, huh? I don't think it's gonna read anything out loud though. I think it's just gonna just make noises at us. The rebel leader instructed us to warn the listeners not to cross the front line. Failure to comply could result in death. That's rough. Okay, so if we cross a certain line, people can just get killed. Oop. We can tune it. Ooh. Despite desperate counterattacks by the rebels trying to lift the siege of Pogrun, the city remains cut off. Government forces do not allow any aid to reach the city, claiming it would end up in rebel hands. Any other little hints here and there? A little bit of... seems like a music station to me. Yay! Music probably makes people happier, right? Were those the only stations, really? Oh, I can keep going all the way over here, too. Classical music. Oop! The upcoming days should still be nice and warm. Perfect for a stroll in the park. Weather, what's wrong with you? What's your deal? Do you know the world's coming to an end around us? Not the world, but it feels like that when this is happening. Let's play some classical music. Am I off? There we go. Yeah! We got some music. I can't wait for when that content IDs the video and breaks it. Oh. There's a lock. We can't open the lock without tools. Okay then. Let's visit the workbench. We probably want to make a metal bench so we can start making stuff like crowbars to get through these things. We can't even finish exploring our own house yet. Yeah, we have more than what we need to make that. So we put our metal tool shed over here. I mean, metal workbench. Should be a reasonable spot. Maybe I should make you build something else. And we're nearing the end of the first day, so we gotta be careful. I don't necessarily know how much I should try to accomplish right now. Let's see. Maybe I should make a bed. We could take turns or something. Now a stove is a priority. We need to be able to cook, or we're in trouble. Maybe I'll just, for the sake of simplicity, maybe I'll put the stove near the refrigerator. That's probably reasonable. It would suck to get robbed, but my fridge is already up there and I can't really move it. So this is our bug out place for staying safe, I think, but we have to be up there to use our supplies. I never closed the back door. I should have done that probably. There's just casually explosions happening in the background. That's always a nice and welcome scene, isn't it? Alright, so I believe our metal workbench is done. Oh, crap. No, go back there. Had the wrong character selected. Alright. So with the workbench, we can create... Uh-oh. We can make a crowbar. We don't have any yet, but we need 10 parts. I'm down to 3 components. So I can't make one of those. We have lockpicks, shovels... We don't have any lockpicks left, so we ran out of those. I could potentially use a lockpick to open up the locked doors. We have the parts for that, because we only have 3 components. Let's see if I can make good with that. We'll give that a go. Not sure which one I would want to prioritize between the one upstairs and the one downstairs. What's in there is what I'm wondering. That little shed down there could have all sorts of stuff in it. Hey! Oh, sorry. Wait, do you have a lockpick on you now? Our things. We have a lockpick now. Okay. You go ahead and lockpick. You are gonna try cooking. Alright, we can make cooked food if we had food. We do not have any food. So that kind of simplifies things. We lack basic ingredients for cooking so far, so we're gonna have to find those or we're gonna be in trouble. We have wood for fire at least, that's good news. Let's have you take a rest. Let's see if our scavenger can help out around here. Can we get this door open? Oh, this one down here is open. Alright, let's have you help. Oh, you can't help clear? Alright, I was gonna have 2 people clear rubble together. Build some camaraderie, you know? Didn't work out that way. What's in here, though? It's a mine! You lose a character. Boom. We have clean water and jewelry. Okay. Huh. We could use jewelry to barter, apparently. If we encounter other people. Which will be of, I'm sure, an encounter of varying safety. Let's go and start closing some of these doors behind us. Oh, nighttime. What's going on here? Plan the night. I can have people try to scavenge at night, guard, or sleep. I feel like somebody should always be on a scavenge mode. He just listed as a scavenger when you... Yep, he's listed as a scavenger at that moment. The best scavenger is this guy, he's slightly wounded though. This guy's sick, so maybe he should sleep while Bruno guards? Not really sure. Abandoned cottage. So, oh yeah, that's the closest location right here. These are places I can scavenge. A family barricaded themselves in this house, but despite their efforts, looters got inside. It's been abandoned ever since. Still, we might find something useful. Some useful things that the looters overlooked or left behind. You get lots of food, amounts of materials, some meds, weapons. It's all good news. Ruined villa. They say some people still live there, against all odds. They must have some supplies stocked, like canned food and possibly bandages or medicine, but they don't want to trade. If we're desperate, we could try to steal from them. And then there's a quiet house. Lots of housing. It's a housing estate that remains almost untouched. It's a calm area of little houses and porches and gardens. Most of those houses are still inhabited. People are trying to lead normal lives there. We've got nothing to look for there, unless we're willing to steal. Also, it's really far away, which makes me wonder if I'd be crossing the line and getting shot. I'd prefer not to do that. I think the cottage, which is nearby, but it's supposed to be lacking in resources, is probably the obvious starting point here. Just to get used to how this thing goes. And he has 15 backpack, which I'm sure is the space for scavenging. How much he can carry. Ooh, we can bring stuff with us. What would I want to bring with us? I have nothing. Nothing. I could barter with jewelry. Assuming that doesn't just make me dangerous and get me killed. Everything else seems like it's not something I'd want to bring along, right? Let's see, we'll use the equipment during attack. I think I'm just gonna bring a diamond. This will be a whole playthrough where people who have played the game before are freaking out about all the decisions I'm making, probably. What's this? Looters must have been in a hurry, there's still a lot of stuff left, he says. Yep, that's a lot of stuff already. Ooh, gunpowder. That's a new one for us. Let's go ahead and head forward and see what we can find. And we just get to the exit as fast as possible when the sun starts coming up, right? I think that's the whole premise here, is that we're moving around at nighttime, because at nighttime people don't know where you are. They can't see you. And so you can go around and scavenge without getting caught. But the moment the sun comes up, I'm in trouble, because everyone could just shoot me. It's wartime, so there's guns everywhere, and I have to worry about that. Let's try peeking. No indication of any of opponents around here. Something must be blocking it from the other side. What an interesting little setup. Any bad guys? Yeah, this is immediately more tense, because when you're in your own place, you get free line of sight of everything. But when you're scavenging, you have to deal with this haziness, where you don't know what might be behind something. That makes everything more worrying. We're gonna fill up on inventory space before too long, though. I feel like I'm hearing noises, but that might just be wind. It's hard to say. I think it's just creaking in wind. That's a lot of wood. Oh, we're already full up. I wonder if I should accept that and leave. We didn't find any food, though. Can I put stuff back? I can. We'll keep looking around. If I find some food, I can probably swap them out with each other. Maybe I should just go straight up for the furniture. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just made noise by running. That was also probably a mistake. Is he going to the door? It's going to the door. Oh no. There's someone over there. They just went out they just went out there. Let's just check the fridge and get out of here. I don't want to get caught by somebody. Food. I'll trade food for, like, wood and stuff, right? I'm sure they won't freak out when their fridge is full of wood. That's not weird. I'm not sure what's best to leave behind. There's sugar. Vegetables. Raw food. Raw food's probably good. Herbs, I have some of those. Let's grab their vegetables. Alright, we have some food items. Ooh, clean water. Don't know what good sugar will do. But I'll leave a little bit more wood in here too. I think that's good. I'll come back for the wood some other time maybe. Let's just get out of here before I get caught or something. It's 11 p.m. My inventory is full. I don't see any reason to stick around. We can try again tomorrow night. Someone's coming by. That's gotta be another person, right? That's gotta be what that means. I think I chose just the right moment to get the hell out of here. I'm not armed, so I don't want to have surprises. Let's just leave. Marco's back. Hopefully not everyone died when I was gone. You were attacked by a pack of 17 wild dogs. Not even the bones remain.